Hello everyone, welcome to the series on Geography of India. Let's start with Unity in Diversity. The list of topics discussing in this module are as follows. India, location and its strategic significance, a land of unity in diversity, physiographic regions, and finally the drainage system. In this session, I am going to discuss about the location of India and its strategic significance. Let's understand the formation of Indian landmass before moving to the topic. First of all, the name India is derived from the Sanskrit word Sindhu, which is related to river Indus, the great trans-Himalayan river of South Asia. In 1912, a German meteorologist, Alfred Wegener, put forward a theory called continental drift theory regarding the distribution of oceans and continents. According to him, around 2000 million years ago, the supercontinent Pangaea began to split. Pan means all, Gaea means earth. Around 250 million years ago, India was a part of this giant landmass, Pangaea. Pangaea first broke into two landmasses, namely Laurasia or Angara land in the north and Gondwana land in the south. Laurasia further broke into Eurasia and North America. Gondwana land split into Africa, South America, Antarctica, Australia and India. The Pangaea was surrounded by a large ocean known as Pandalasa, means all water. Later, India became the part of southern Pangaea, presently known as Gondwana land. These Laurasia or Angara land and Gondwana land were separated by Tethys Sea. Tethys Sea was a large geosyncline which is characterized by sedimentation brought by the rivers. Slowly, India started separated from all continents and started drifting towards northeastern direction and collides with the Eurasian landmass. Due to the collision of Indo-Australian landmass with Eurasian landmass, all the sediments in the Tethys Sea compressed and squeezed and uplifted to form Himalayas, the world's largest, youngest fold mountain chain system and one of the most important physiographic region of India. Please watch this that the India started separated from all continents about 250 million years ago and drifted towards northeastern direction, and this drifting of continents is called continental drift theory by Alfred Wegener. By 50 million years ago, India crossed the equator, and around 42 million years ago, India collided with Eurasian landmass. This opening up of all continents through seafloor spreading created major oceans in the world, namely Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic and Antarctic or the Southern Ocean. So, by this video, I would like to make you understand that earlier India was in Southern Hemisphere and how it got shifted to Northern Hemisphere. And finally, in this way, our India acquired its present shape. It is very important to understand this change in location of India. India is a land of ancient civilization. India's social, economic and cultural configuration are the products of a long process of regional expansion. Indian history begins with the birth of the Indus Valley civilization and the coming of Aryans. Indus civilization, also called Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization, the earliest known urban culture of the Indian subcontinent. Among the world's three earliest civilizations, the other two are those Mesopotamia and Egypt. The Indus civilization was the most extensive. There are 22 official languages in India and they are covered under the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. India is the 7th largest country in the world with a total area of 3.287 million square kilometer. India measures 3,214 km from north to south and 2,933 km from east to west. India has a very long coastline and it measures about 7,516.6 km bordering the mainland and the islands with Bay of Bengal in the east, the Indian Ocean on the south and Arabian Sea on the west. The coastline distributed among 9 states and 4 union territories. Among the states, Gujarat has the longest coastline and among the union territories, Andaman and Nicobar Islands has the longest coastline. India shares its land border with 7 countries covering an area of about 15,200 km. Afghanistan and Pakistan to the northwest, China, Bhutan and Nepal to the north, Myanmar to the far east and Bangladesh to the east. Sri Lanka and Maldives are 2 countries with water borders. Bangladesh have the longest boundary with India. The length of the border is 4,096.7 km. It is the 5th longest land border in the world. The current population of India is 1.41 billion as of December 12, 2022 based on interpolation of the latest United Nations data. The population of India is projected at 1.39 billion as of July 1, 2021. After a brief introduction of India, let's understand the location of India in world map. The earth is divided into 4 quadrants, northern and southern hemisphere, western and eastern hemisphere. So we can say that India is located in the northeast quadrant. India is the 7th largest country, but before partition of Pakistan in 1947, India was 3rd largest country in the world. The latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Latitudes are the horizontal imaginary lines and longitudes are the vertical imaginary lines used to locate any place on the map. So we can say that all countries lies between 2 latitudes and 2 longitudes. The mainland of India extends between latitudes from the south end of Kanyakumari to north end of Kashmir is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. This means that southern tip of India lies on 8 degree 4 minute north away from the equator. Here you must understand each degree is divided into 60 minutes. So we say that India lies between 8 degree and 4 minutes north. Similarly, the northern tip of India lies in 37 degree and 6 minute north. When it comes to the longitudinal extent, that the western and the eastern tip lies on the 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east away from the 0 degree prime meridian. It is important to note that though both the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India is about 30 degree, the extent of north-south appears to be larger than the east-west extent. An interesting fact is that when we look at the difference in time from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, we will observe a time lag of 2 hours between them. Thus, to keep a timekeeping system uniform across the country, the standard meridian of India 82 degree 30 minute east, which passes through Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time. The time according to the standard meridian of India is known as Indian Standard Time. Hence, India adheres to only a one time zone, which is according to the IST. The IST is ahead of the time according to Greenwich, also known as Greenwich Mean Time, by 5.5 hours. The Tropic of Cancer, the 23 degree and 30 minutes north latitude, passes through the middle of the country. The imaginary line divides India into two halves, the northern and the southern. It lies north of equator and divides the country into two equal halves. Tropic of Cancer passes through 17 countries and India is one among them. Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states in India: Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Two arms of India, Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Island groups. To the southeast of the mainland lies Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. To the southwest of the mainland lies the Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. Please notice the beautiful map of India. It is a relief map of India or the topographic map of India. India is surrounded by 3 oceans: Arabian Sea in the west, Indian Ocean in the south and Bay of Bengal in the east. We can see mighty Himalayas in north, then northern plains, desert, peninsular plateau, coastal plains, island groups. So, India is a peninsula in South Asia. If we carefully observe from north to south, there is a lot of variation on Earth's surface. This variation on the Earth's surface is relief, and study of relief features is known as topography. Now, we can discuss about the 4 extreme points of India. The northernmost point of India. Indira Col is the northernmost point of India. Indira Col is a mountain pass at an altitude of 5,764 meter in Siachen-Muztagh in the Karakoram range. The southernmost point of India. Indira Point is the southernmost point of India located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The exact location of Indira Point is Great Nicobar at 6 degree 8 minute north latitude. Indira Point is also known as Pygmalion Point or Parson Point. It was named after the former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in the year 1985. So, the north-south extension from Indira Col in Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,214 km. The westernmost point of India. Guhar Moti, located near Narayana Sarovar in the Kutch district of Gujarat, is the westernmost point of India. It is located near Narayana Sarovar village and Koteshwar temple. The easternmost point of India. Kibatu in the Anjau district of Arunachal Pradesh is the easternmost point of India. It is located 40 km west of Diffu Pass near the tri-junction of India, China and Myanmar borders. East-west extension from Rann of Kutch to Arunachal Pradesh is about 2,933 km. India occupies 2.4% of world land area with its 3.28 million square kilometer area. However, it holds 17.5% of world's population. It has one of the highest population densities in the world. Indian Ocean is a large saltwater body that covers about 71% of the surface of the earth. Indian Ocean is the only ocean that is named after a nation, India. The shape of the ocean is almost triangular. It is smaller than Pacific and Atlantic Ocean in a real extent. It has Asia in the north, Africa in the west, Asia in the east, Australia in the southeast and Antarctica in the south. Indian Ocean, spanning 19.8% of the water on the Earth's surface, is the third largest oceanic division in the world. Depending on the term in use, it is bordered to the south by the Southern Ocean or Antarctica. The Indian Ocean has certain broad marginal or regional sea along with its head such as Arabian Sea, the Laccadive Sea, the Somali Sea, the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Strategic significance of India. India's strategic location at the head of Indian Ocean gives it a great strategic importance and helps in maintaining contact with the rest of the world. It helps India to keep a close contact with West Asia, Europe, West Africa from the western coast and Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. The Indian Ocean bridges the gap between East and the West. It has served as a great linkage between the countries lying on its coast and even further beyond. The peninsular tableland of India gets into the Indian Ocean for a distance of about 1600 km and divides it into two parts. The western and eastern parts are known as the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal respectively. No other country has such a long coastline on this ocean as India has. These geographical features provide India a significant edge in the international trade. India is strategically located at the center of the trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the European countries in the west and countries of East Asia. India could establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast. India also serves as an important transit points for sea routes connecting the two regions, that is, countries of Europe with countries of East Asia. India has the longest coastline in the Indian Ocean and it helps a lot for trade with Africa, Southeast Asia, Australia and Europe. Due to this maritime location, India received benefits of southwest monsoon seasons. India's location has many economic advantages. It helped in establishing economic and cultural contacts with the East Asian countries. It is favorably located on the world's highway of trade and commerce, both to the east and the west. There are some prominent air routes and sea routes passing through the Indian subcontinent. The centrality and the consequent significance of India to broader Indian Ocean geopolitics and economics have been proved beyond doubt. It was India's status as the principal entrepôt in a highly profitable oceanic trade structure which attracted the West Asian Muslims and the European colonial powers towards India. India became the jewel in the crown of the vast British Empire due to its wealth and because of its role as a fulcrum upon which the imperial and commercial system in Asia was balanced. India thus commands has important strategic position on the globe with respect to trade as well as social and cultural interaction. So far, we have discussed about the formation of Indian landmass, the latitudinal and longitudinal extension and the strategic significance of India. Please follow me on next session on the topic, the land of unity in diversity. Thanks for watching. Until then, bye.